Right then, you horrible lot. This week on Burntwolf Airsoft, I'm going to be talking about squad tips and trying to give you some handy pointers for working well with your mates. Now, firstly, it's important to remember that we all bring something different to the airsoft table, and you should try and work to your own strengths and weaknesses. Personal fitness and playstyle will be the two biggest deciding factors in this, followed closely by what weapon a person uses. Few good tips to start you off would be, remember, covering fire. All too often forgotten about, moving up in bounds with proper suppressing fire can mean the difference between taking and losing ground. Don't let the opposite team have an easy time shooting out your mates when they're moving up. As well as covering fire, remember to cover different angles. Don't all go looking in the same direction. Essential when gaining ground in hostile turf. Also, remember to communicate with your group. Decide on how you're going into a situation, whether you'll be sneaking in or charging in all guns blazing. Be sure to let people around you know when you spot the other team or have pinned a group of them so those around you can act on that information. No use keeping it to yourself. Another top tip would be to make sure you spread out. Now, there's nothing wrong with staying with your mates, but there's no need to hold each other's hand. A tight group of people is an easy target, and spreading out will allow you to cover more ground and will give you more flanking options when shit hits the fan. Now, a few more points. Just because you play as a team doesn't mean you have to be attached at the hip. It's still important to do your own thing, and don't get stressed when everyone gets split up for big portions of the day. There's nothing wrong with going it alone. Lone wolves, a term I hate by the way, are still a part of a team, even if they're not working in a unit, and can be great wild cards on skirmish days. Also, remember to be flexible. Situations change from day to day, and so do people, so never be too set in your ways. Allow some flex when it comes to what roles people take on. Remember, like anything, working well in a squad takes time, and practice makes perfect. The more you play with a group, the better you'll become as a squad. I've played with my lot for so long now that we barely talk and can easily second-guess each other's moves. Lastly, try not to take things too seriously, and don't try to force a player to fill roles that they're unable to. Learn to work with what you've got. Remember, it's just a game at the end of the day, and you're here to have fun. And that's a few good tips on working in a group. I hope you found this guide helpful, or you just enjoyed listening to me prattle on for a few minutes in his silly voice. As always, thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more airsoft content. Anyway, back to what you were doing. That is